Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lee and Hayley Overtime, the podcast brought to you by Hiiiiii Chinese Cuisine. Located in downtown Lexington at 111 Woodland Avenue, it is delicious Chinese cuisine that is fresh and so good. Hayley loves the
wonton soup.
Yeah.
Love it.
Anyway, they've got a fantastic happy hour. They've got a wonderful patio. Parking is around back. It's a beautiful restaurant. If you get a chance, go see our friends at Hiiiiii.
Absolutely. Welcome in, guys, to a brand new episode of Lee and Hayley Overtime. Glad to have you here. And big thank you to Hiiiiii for sponsoring today's episode. Anyway, what's going on with you?
Let me think. What is new with me? I've had a busy day today. I've had a lot of meetings, had to run around, do a lot of things. It's unbelievable, my calendar right now.
How many meetings is a lot of meetings?
One.
Right. Because I was going to say, you've told me of one meeting today. So, and that just tuckered you out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
I had to get up early.
What time did you get up?
Almost 9.
Gosh, are you all right?
No, the meeting was at 8:30.
Oh, gosh.
But I felt anxious, like I was going to oversleep for some reason. Mm-hmm. Talking to a guy who used to get up at 4.
Yeah, that's true. It is funny now. Yeah, I have an extreme anxious reaction to having to wake up early these days. It's very hard for me.
What's new with you?
Had a delicious lunch, had a little team lunch. It was Nua and Nikita and I. We went to Local Taco.
You guys just went to drink beer.
No, we had tacos that were local.
Okay.
Anyway, we went there for lunch and it was so good. And yeah, just feeling like every day, it's like that. The afternoon slump is like, because it's just your body's so cozy after a yummy lunch. Now you just want to lay down.
I've noticed that maybe it's the aging process, but yes, I desperately need a nap after I eat. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It doesn't energize me.
No.
And maybe because I'm eating the wrong foods.
What'd you have for lunch today?
Grippo potato chips.
No, that's part of the food pyramid of all the things you should get. Yeah, are those the Grippos you bought? Because, guys, we went to, coming up soon on the Lee and Hayley Show, we have a brand new trail stop on the Moonshine Trail, which has 10 total moonshine distillery stops in the state of Kentucky. You've heard of the Bourbon Trail? We'll try out the Moonshine Trail. And so we drove to Whitesburg, Kentucky to visit the Kentucky Mist Moonshine Distillery yesterday. And I believe, are those Grippos the ones that you bought at the gas station on the way back?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He did. I was going to say you didn't offer him. No, you did. You did offer him to me, Nua, Kelly, and Bridget. We were all together on that little excursion, which we had such a great time. Thank you to our friends at Kentucky Mist for having us out. You'll see the piece soon.
I also had a pepperoni slice, too.
Just one slice?
Yes.
Now, did you share that with anyone? They say it's good to break bread.
I might have.
Who?
A guy I met.
Where'd you meet him?
He's not a big guy, little guy.
Little guy.
Little guy.
Could use electrolysis.
Yeah, he's hairy. I think his name is Charlie.
Oh, my corgi, Charlie, who is in the office today. He is laying under my feet, taking a little nap.
Oh, I didn't
He's
see
kind
him.
of taking a nap, but his eyes are kind of fluttering open because it's like here at the office, he always takes a big, long nap, either one of my dogs or both when I bring them to work. As soon as we get home, they take a long nap when we get home because it's like when they're here, you know, they keep their eyes peeled. You know, and dogs like to have about 48 naps a day. Here, they don't get one.
Right.
Or if they're out of their routine. So as soon as we get home, I know he will sleep for like 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, actually, so I was going to go join you guys for lunch, but I was late. I had some errands to run, and I didn't want to keep you guys. So I thought, well, I'll just get back to the office. I get back to the office, and there's Charlie.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, wait a minute. I could go get something and take him with me. Get a pup cup or something.
Oh, he loves a pup cup.
I thought about
a little
that.
whipped cream cup from Starbucks.
And I thought, you know what? I got an extra pair of sunglasses. I could put those on him, and we ride around.
Actually, he would love that, and I would not have been bothered. I would have liked to have known. Like, if I came back and Charlie was gone and no one had told me, oh, he's on an errand with
No, you
Lee.
would have got a photo.
Oh, good.
Yeah. But he seemed hesitant, and he kind of looked at me like, where are you wanting to take me?
Were you holding him, or were you just opening the door saying, come on, let's go?
I was holding his leash, and he became very timid.
See, for me, when I pull out the leash, he runs to the door because he's like, let's go. He knows it means activities.
Because I don't think I've had that alone time yet with Charlie. Charlie knows me, obviously.
He knows you.
He respects me. He knows I'm the leader.
He has not said that last part. No.
Yes, you see it in his eyes.
Do you?
When he walks around with his head erect to attention. And, but now Ollie, Ollie's in. Ollie's asking me to go places.
Yeah, no, Ollie, my older corgi, you guys have been friends for
Ollie and I
like 6 years.
Ollie?
His name's Ollie.
Ollie and I used to go to a little wiener place.
And get a chili place, and they would serve coney dogs.
And they would give him a wiener. I'd request a plain wiener, and he'd get one, and then I'd eat a coney dog. We'd sit in the parking lot and talk. And get to know each other.
What were some things that you talked about?
That's sort of one-sided.
He's such a good listener.
He is a great listener.
He is such a good listener. I left him at home today because anyone who has an older dog, not that Ollie's old, he's only 6 years old, but he's older than Charlie, who's 10 months old. Charlie wants to play all the time. And so anyone that has a dog that's at least a couple years older than their youngest dog, the older one sometimes needs a break. They don't want to play as much. So periodically I bring either little Charlie to work or Ollie so they can kind of have a break.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on today. I guarantee you, Ollie, I turned on the TV. I always turn on the TV when I leave one of them home alone. So the TV, I turned it on, and this morning when I left, I think it was on the 3rd hour of the Today Show. So, and I saw Jane Pauley. She was doing a special report.
Oh.
And
Jane Pauley, you know, she went to high school with David Letterman.
She did. Well, wait, now that I've said that, Jane Pauley doesn't sound right. But I think it was her.
Well, she used to do the Today Show. She was the original host. Well, not original.
No, it was. It was definitely, it was Jane Pauley.
Long time. Her and Bryant Gumbel did the show together until she left and Katie Couric took over.
Oh.
And it was Katie Couric and Bryant Gumbel for a while. Then Matt Lauer came in.
Yeah. Whatever happened to that guy?
I don't know. I haven't seen him forever.
He just, the commute from the Hamptons to the office in New York City was too far.
The last time I saw him, he was throwing his car keys to Justin Timberlake.
Huh.
That's the last time I saw him.
Wow. Anyway, yeah, Jane Pauley was doing a report on the 3rd hour today. And so I was like, oh, so Ollie was watching the Today Show when I left this morning. Okay. It'll probably have timed out and be off or on that weird pause screen that's like, are you still watching? When I get home. Anyway, so that's what's going on.
What do you mean? Why would that happen? Because it's on YouTube TV or what do you?
No, it's on Dish or whatever, but I don't know. I should get in there and change the setting. It'll go to like, if you don't press volume or channel or anything for like several hours, it's kind of the equivalent of Netflix when it's like, are you still watching?
Which is
it'll just go to like a pause
annoying
screen.
question. Why do you ask me that?
Yeah, it's like
oftentimes I've got to touch something. Now I've got to get up and move.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not how Americans watch television.
Why don't you have a remote?
Well, I do. I worry. You know what? I do have a bit of anxiety.
What?
At some point, I've got one of those weird remotes. The battery is going to go dead, and then what do I do? How am I going to operate this thing?
Change the battery.
I don't know. I've looked at it, and I don't know where the battery goes.
Oh, you're having anticipatory anxiety where the day will come when you must change the battery, and you're so anxious about it.
And what if
Why not in the meantime? Or what if you have it on full blast in the middle of an action flick, and then you're trying to go to sleep because you can't turn it off. So you're just here, boo, 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 boo.
Right.
So why don't you preemptively, today when you get home, Google how to change the battery in said remote?
I might have to do that at some point.
Yeah.
But it's lasted now for 3 years, I think.
Have you ever had something, or I know you do, because if you have a key fob for your car, ever had to buy those batteries that look like quarters, but thick quarters?
I bet that's what this takes.
Those go in my key fob. They get in my garage door openers, and I just feel crazy when I'm buying them because I didn't know they were a thing until, but I'm like, well.
I was asked by my neighbor, who is a famous basketball player for the University of Kentucky, if he asked me about my sound system, and I went, "Oops, is that bothering you?
Is that passive aggression?"
And he's like, "No, actually, it just sounds great." He goes, "I wonder what you got."
Oh,
and it turns out he likes the same type of movies I like, and I've invited him over. He's in Australia playing basketball right now, but when he comes home, we're going to have a boys' night.
Boys' night.
Yeah.
All that rustling you hear off camera, it's okay. We're not upset with you. Nikita, we're doing a Halloween trick-or-treating segment coming up later this week, and Nikita just went and
She needs a piece of candy, apparently.
Yeah, and she's not opening the bag because she's checking for quality control. She needs, the best Reese's Cups are the pumpkin-shaped ones. Wave to the camera, Nikita. This is Nikita, one of our producers. Do I need to get Charlie to open it?
Maybe it's a tear thing, Nikita. I don't know. This may require scissors.
Two veterans of television. Look at you both. Like, what is going on? There we go.
There you go.
Gorgeous. Thank you.
Take those with you.
I'll accidentally eat one of them, and I don't need to. I want one, but
actually, I had one earlier.
So good.
Yeah.
Lately, what I have been crushing on in Halloween, because in our office, our receptionist on the floor that's, I was going to say services all these offices, but anyway, you know what I mean. She runs the floor. She has a bucket of Halloween candy on her desk that is just open to anyone.
BJ.
I love her. Anyway, what I've been crushing on is old school, just Hershey's chocolate. Yeah. Just like the fun size Hershey's chocolates. There's something to be said sometimes for just the pure, delicious Hershey, Pennsylvania treat.
Who are the brilliant people behind the thing with the caramel inside? It's like a truffle or something.
Caramello?
No, not caramello.
Oh.
No, this is Uptown. Like one is like $3 or something.
Toblerone.
What? No, I don't think that's it. It'd come in a bag and they like little balls that are wrapped up.
Ferrero Rocher.
I don't know what you're saying.
Lint.
Could be. Or Lindell? Is that what it's like?
No, Lint. It's got, and you have to pull it and it twirls apart.
It twirls
Are they red?
apart?
The milk chocolate's red.
Sometimes, but
Lindor.
That's
Lint.
it. Lindor.
Milk chocolate truffles.
Boy, those are something else.
They melt in your mouth.
That's some high octane.
That's highfalutin. Have you had one recently?
No, but I'd love one. Why can't BJ have those?
Why
in her
can't
bowl?
Nikita go get them? She's got like 3 bags of candy over there.
Because she's on a budget.
Why?
Because I told her to.
Why?
Because
I like to go all out on candy.
Yeah, but most of our money goes to her bar tab.
You've got to quit saying that.
Why?
It's not completely true.
It's mostly true.
You keep saying, who can whisper the softest?
I guess you can. He's got a new show coming out.
What's his name?
I saw
Craig?
it on
Not Craig
Netflix.
Robinson. What's his name? Tim Robinson.
Tim Robinson.
Yeah.
It's the Detroiters. Or
The
something.
Detroiters. It's actually an older show.
Is it?
But it's just now getting some pub. I've watched one of my friends, Colt, he introduced me to it several months ago, was like, this show is hilarious. I don't know why more people aren't watching it. So his dad was a very successful advertising agent. He owned his own advertising agency in Chicago. Well, then he passes and leaves the business to his son, Tim Robinson, who is a complete idiot.
Yeah.
And it is so hilarious. It is very, very funny.
Very similar to the premise of Tires.
Yes, actually. But it's tires instead of advertising
Correct,
ideas.
but
Yeah.
it's the same setup. The guy's letting his son run one of the branches, and he's an idiot.
Yeah, it's not going well.
And Shane Gillis works for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of Tim Robinson's best friends, I don't know the actor's name, but I've really enjoyed him on it, is one of his childhood best friends. They've been best friends ever since then. He works with him, and they're both just, it's so funny.
Have we got our question ready yet?
Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, I just remembered that. Wow. Anyway.
Seems like more like you got a message that you wanted to read and are
Well,
trying
no,
to cover.
I got a message from my booking agent, and she also sent emojis with it.
Oh, good. She's trying to keep it light and fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have a question for us or anything like that, send it to ideas@leeandhaley.com.
Yeah, and yes, please do that, by the way.
Yeah. And then at the end of this episode, as always, we're going to read and respond to random prompts from our staff members. Let's talk about, while Lee is soliciting those responses, I want to tell you a couple of fun things that we've got coming up on the show. So we are going to do our annual reverse trick-or-treating, which is where our staff knows it's coming. They just don't know when, which is, trick-or-treating, go to someone's door, ring the doorbell, they give you candy, trick-or-treat. Reverse trick-or-treating is where Lee and I show up to our staff members' homes unannounced, ring the doorbell. When they open the door, we throw candy at them, and hard. We throw it to them so hard.
Last year there was an incident at Nua's place because you got overzealous and scared one of the kitty cats to where they couldn't find it.
That was at Nua and Heidi's. And
That's what I said.
yeah, I really scared their cat because I think I was dressed as like Pitbull or something.
Was that?
The artist. No, I was dressed as Travis Kelce.
Yeah, I was Taylor
I just
Swift.
knew I had on like a hairnet basically that matched my hair, so I was thinking Pitbull. But yeah, I was dressed as Travis Kelce. That's right. So I had kind of boyish
Right.
hair, and then I came in a sweatsuit throwing candy at Little Phineas's owners, which of course he was scared. So anyway, that's coming up soon. Lee and Haley go trick-or-treating, reverse trick-or-treating, surprising our staff. We also, of course, are doing our annual Halloween on a budget, which is where Lee and I have a $50 budget and we buy costumes for each other. The spin this year, though, was we put the names of each of our staff members, including Lee and myself, in a hat, and we drew it out, and then I had to shop for, so Lee was going to dress as one of a team member, and then I'm going to dress as a team member. Yeah. Okay, what else do we have going on? I'm looking.
Well, we're going to visit Bridget's homeland.
That's America is her homeland.
Yes, we're doing that.
Which is true every week. But yeah, so we are going to Whitesburg, Letcher County, Kentucky, which is the home of Kentucky Miss Distillery, Moonshine Distillery, and that is on the Moonshine Trail.
I enjoyed
so we're gonna
the
show you that
heck out of that, by the way. Bridget was our
Really
tour guide,
cool.
and you could hear in her voice the passion she has and the pride she has.
It's so nice to
for where she grew up, and it was just fascinating to look at all the places nostalgically through Bridget's eyes.
Yeah, absolutely. Another thing we got coming up, Lee and I painted pumpkins for Halloween this year.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it just aired the day that we're taping this, which means it'll be on social media soon or possibly on your DVR. We celebrated National Pizza Month. October is National Pizza Month. And so Lee and I made homemade pizzas that were shaped like spooky Halloween characters or spooky Halloween, stuff. So
That may
that's
be
just a couple of fun things you can look forward to.
because we've done several cooking segments, and that may be the best thing we've ever made.
Like legit really good.
I would eat that again and again.
Yeah.
That pizza was good, and you opened the world up to me of biscuit dough. I didn't know there was such a thing.
But it wasn't.
But it's in a can of biscuits.
It is. So we bought
it's pizza dough wrapped like biscuits.
It looks like the can you get crescent rolls in, the long, skinny biscuit can, but it's the skinnier one like crescent rolls. Well, it says pizza crust. It's like refrigerated pizza crust at Kroger. Pillsbury has one, but we bought like Kroger brand off brand. It was so good. It was like kind of pillowy. It was way thinner than a biscuit, but it was kind of pillowy like a refrigerated biscuit. Flavor was really good. And you bought Kroger sold spicy pizza sauce.
Yep, that was good.
Yeah, it was very good.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah. That was fun. And it took no time at all. I think the pizza took like 14 minutes to bake.
Yeah. Well, the thing that you wouldn't let me finish is Bridget, bless her heart, was almost in tears. And this girl, when she was driving us around, well, I was driving, she was riding around, she said, hey, I was a little verklempt. I wasn't sure if you would, what'd she say? She said, I was upset that I was anxious that we would meet someone that I knew. And then I said to Bridget, well, honey, why, we're so proud of you. Who wouldn't be proud of you? And then I realized maybe she's ashamed of us.
Oh, yeah.
And then I said, wait a minute, are you ashamed of us? And she didn't respond.
Yeah. You hate that. Hate it. Oh, but we had such a great time with her as our tour guide. It was really, really good.
I had so much fun with Bridget.
Yeah, anyway. Well, what are you watching, reading, etc. this week?
You know what I was talking about the other day? James Shackelford. He's an explorer from the 1820s.
James!
I read a book about it. The book's called The Endurance.
Yes.
And do you know what this is?
No.
Have you ever heard of it?
No.
It was an expedition, a British expedition. I don't think it was the Royal Navy, but I think it was privately funded. They wanted to circumvent Antarctica in the 1820s, whatever it was.
Sure.
They get trapped in the ice. They're there, what should have been like 6 months, they're there for like 2 years.
Oh, gosh.
Here's the crazy thing.
Okay.
Because they had to eat their dogs, eat their horses, whatever they brought with them, eat shoe leather.
Yeah. Ugh.
They left some men who couldn't walk on the ship. Others went to try to get back to where they started, like in Argentina or someplace, and find help to come rescue them. And they drug boats across the ice. And then people got sick and they had to leave some of them at an island. And then what few was still healthy, then went on. Mm-hmm. If I recall this correctly, not one of them died.
No way.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
They all made it.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Think of that. In the Antarctic, at the heart of it all, which is almost an alien world where you're freezing to death. They all made it, I believe.
Wow. That's crazy.
By the way, can I tell you? There's a lot on the line this election. From protecting the Social Security you've earned to supporting family caregivers. And you have the power to make the candidates listen because voters 50 and over decide elections. That's why AARP Kentucky has created an election guide with the most up-to-date information about when, where, and how to vote.
That's right. Make sure the candidates hear from you. Get trusted election information at aarp.org/KYVotes. That's aarp.org/KYVotes. Paid for by AARP.
All right, now what are you watching?
Let's see. I just finished The Gentleman like 2 nights ago. I think I talked about it a couple weeks ago that I'd started watching that. So I just finished that. There's the movie The Gentleman that came out in like 2019 starring Matthew McConaughey. But then this is the new show version that came out in May or March of this year, featuring Theo James. And so good. I finished it and really, really enjoyed it. I feel like it could have been about 2 episodes shorter.
Who's Theo James? Is he that good-looking kid?
Very good looking.
But he was in something else. And
He was in
played
one of the series, like the Divergent series with Shailene Woodley.
Oh, that's what it was. That's where I saw him. You're right.
Yeah. So anyway, really, really enjoyed that. If you don't know, on the Lee and Hayley show every week, Lee and I do a weekend watch list, which is where we share shows, movies, podcasts, even books that we're reading that we think are worth checking out. I do have a book recommendation. Our sweet little Kelly has really inspired me to read more. She is an avid reader. I've talked about this a little bit, but she's really inspired me to read more. So I've been reading a lot of books in a row by the author Megan Miranda. And right now I'm reading All the Missing Girls. And they're just kind of suspenseful books. And they're very popular.
What do you mean by that?
It's a novel. It's a fictional.
Oh, why are they missing?
You gotta keep reading. I'm only like 100 pages in. It's got 400 pages. Boop.
Oh, okay.
And so, and I use the Libby app, which is so good if you don't want to buy books or pay for, a book subscription. It's completely free. It connects to your local library, which, if you don't know, a library card to your local library is completely free. Mm-hmm. And you can rent the digital copy of any digital copy that your local library has. Mm-hmm. So there you go.
Good.
So that's what I'm reading.
All right. I'm trying to think. I'm not reading anything, a pamphlet, but that's it. And I only got halfway through at the health clinic because I was a little worried, but I'm all right. I just saw a meme that I sent to our buddy Richard because he loathes Patrick Mahomes. Can't stand him. Now, to be fair, Richard is a San Francisco 49ers fan, so they're sort of arch rivals anyway. So he hates Kansas City. But it is funny. The meme is essentially, I'll show it to you. They've changed the audio of the official broadcast, and they're mimicking the officials' voices. And it's like before the ball snapped, pass interference before the play. Mm-hmm. You're not allowed to even think about interfering with our hero, Patrick Mahomes.
A lot of people like to talk crap and say that the
15 yards.
Yes, sure.
And then the next thing they call another penalty. And then we're going to go ahead and give the touchdown to Patrick Mahomes because he's the most wonderful thing.
Oh, yeah.
And I know a lot of people, the haters, they don't like Patrick Mahomes, but he'll love that.
Yes. Okay, guys, the Halloween season is upon us, and I think we need to talk a little bit about candy. Lee Cruz, give me your top 5 Halloween candies. Let's do chocolate candies.
Well, I think the Lindor thing, but I love a Snickers. You know what I was looking for the other day, and you can't find it any place, is the Mars bar.
Yeah. Now, what is a Mars bar? I've heard of it, but I don't know that I've ever eaten one. We've probably had this conversation before. What is it?
It's like a Snickers, but instead of caramel, I guess it's a nougat or something. I don't know what it is, but it's got big, thick peanuts in there.
Yeah.
Or almonds. I don't know what it is. But
have you ever had one?
Yes, but it's been forever.
Yeah.
I used to love those.
Okay. So Mars, Lindt, Linder truffles.
Yep.
Okay.
You keep saying Lindt. What does that mean?
The company is called Lindt or Linder, and then the actual, because they make a ton of different chocolate candies. This specific candy is either called the Lindt truffle or the Linder truffle. I don't know. Well, it's one or the other.
All right. What about you? What's your favorite?
I said top 5. I need 3 more.
Oh my God. I don't think about chocolate the way you do.
Really?
Yeah. I guess, I don't know. I like a Kit Kat. Tried to offer you guys a Kit Kat yesterday. How I didn't get, because that thing melted fast. And I'm driving back, and I look at my hand, and it is a mess. Mm-hmm. And I had on white pants, essentially. Didn't get any on me.
Amazing.
It was
That's almost impossible for me.
it was a bigger miracle than the endurance.
You know how sometimes you can wear jeans multiple days in a row? Not white jeans. They're dirty. They always get dirty. You always feel, for me, even if I don't eat pasta, there's somehow pasta sauce in the front of my pants. Like a splatter.
Do you wear jeans several days in a row?
No, but
I'm... The same pair?
No.
I can't wear it a full day. I think I develop a smell that drives me nuts.
Yeah, you probably do.
I might.
Yeah.
So I have to wash them or change jeans.
Yeah. Well, like if I just wear them to dinner, let's say I get home from work and then I'm going to dinner, so I throw on a pair of jeans. Then I'm like, well, I don't want to wash them. I had them on for 2 hours. Mm-hmm. I don't put them back in the closet or in the drawer or anything. I'll like hang them over the door. So then that's the clue to me of like, I could wear these again. I did that with some black pants the other day. I wore them to like dinner, but then they weren't completely dirty. So then I wore them again the next day.
I've been getting so many ads for underwear because I just happened to look at one. They got me with, new technological breakthrough. You can, it allows you to breathe and move. You feel naked wearing these boxer briefs. I thought, well, what is it? It's like $45 a pair. I thought about it, but every time I buy something on Instagram, I get screwed.
Sure.
So I didn't do it. But now I'm getting underwear ads out the yin yang.
What are you doing? I'm writing down notes for the podcast. What are you doing?
Well, I'm waiting for our comments to come in. And so far, we've got one.
What is it?
Well, it's from Kelly. What competition/activity do you know you could beat the other one in?
Ooh.
I'll tell you what I couldn't beat you in. I know I can. Is any type of memory competition.
Oh, short term, long term? You've got great long term memory. Not really personal life. Like you can recall history forever. Like anything you've learned, and that's because that's an arena of something you're really interested in.
Right. I think there's an emotional connection. So
yeah.
I'll lock into that. But you can just recall facts and figures and phrases that there's no way I could retain it.
Yeah, that's true. I could beat you in a memory competition.
Easily.
Did you ever play the game Memory when you were a kid with the cards face down and you have to like see?
I can't
do
remember.
Matches? Oh, okay. Let's see. What could you beat me in? Nothing comes to mind. No, there's got to be something. What? How about you? What is something you think you could beat me in? The memory thing was good. I do feel confident in that.
I could beat you in?
Yeah.
Well, any physical activity, I assume.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah. Except for soccer.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you remember the time we went and I was the goalie and you were taking shots and I had no clue that you played competitively in high school?
Yeah.
And you're firing zingers at me and I'm like, what's happening here?
Yeah, we should go do that again. It's a good way to get out stress.
Yeah.
You go stand in the goal unarmed. And by that, I mean I want your arms tied behind your back.
The nastiest thing I've ever done in my life.
What?
And I've done a lot.
Oh, God.
I was featuring, I think, UK men's soccer team for the morning show. And they go, well, why don't you? And they had a full-blown practice. And, while you're off the air, they're still going at it and having an early morning workout. That when we go live, they'd bring me in and I'd interview the coach and we'd watch the guys, do drills, that kind of thing. And they said, okay, Lee, why don't you be goalie? I'm like, okay. And I know these guys are going to fire missiles at me.
Oh, yeah.
But it'll be fun. Mm-hmm. And they go, well, if you're going to do this, you got to wear the goalie's shirt. Mm-hmm. They didn't give me a freshman. They took it off the guy who had been doing 2 hours. It was dripping wet.
Smelled like your jeans after half the day.
Yeah. And the gloves were soaking wet. The nastiest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Disgusting.
It was disgusting.
Wowzers. Well.
Now, let's see what we got here. How about this? What would Charlie and Ollie's Halloween costumes be?
Oh, my gosh. Okay, a couple years ago, my sister sent it to me, and I dressed Ollie up as a UPS delivery man. It was hilarious. It had a little brown hat that said UPS on a little brown shirt, but then it had fake arms on the front of it that you put a Velcro UPS box in. So when he was walking towards you,
it was like he's bringing a package.
It looked like he had a package, and he was really bad. Oh, my gosh, it was so hilarious.
Yeah.
So hilarious. I've seen people dress corgis as they'll save the plastic around their loaf of bread and then stretch it over the dog. Because everybody says a corgi is just a little loaf, like a little sourdough loaf. meatloaf. Yeah. So I think that would be very funny. I don't really dress them up because they hate it. Like they hate any kind of costume or outfit or anything like that. So I might want to dress them in tandem as like, I don't know, the two, well, they're both boys, but it doesn't matter. The leads from Wicked or something, or something topical.
Crockett and Tubbs.
Who's that?
Miami Vice.
Oh.
I'm just trying to think of duos.
Yeah.
Hall and Oates.
Hall and Oates. So I don't know. I need to come up with a tandem. Like, some people do like ketchup and mustard or something like that. Or
Phineas and Billy.
I should dress them up as chili cheese dogs.
That'd be nice.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so cute. One with mustard, one with onions. That's precious.
What do you like on your dog?
Now, your buddy always throws a Halloween party. Are you going this year?
Yeah.
What are you dressing as?
I don't know yet.
You'll probably do a combo with someone?
No.
Oh, I thought you normally do.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I tried to get a few people to do something with me, and they all declined.
Oh.
So I'll figure it out.
Why can't we be chili cheese dogs? Come on.
Because Richard, he's got a girl he's going to dress with. He's already done one Halloween costume. He went as a pirate.
Oh, a classic.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought what would be good is if I went as Scotty Scheffler and
a green jacket.
And then I had, I was thinking more like orange jumpsuit.
Oh, yeah.
And then I had cops with me. That fell through. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But I got to come up with something. It'll probably just be some half-hearted effort.
Mm-hmm.
One year I did the billionaire who married the Texas stripper. Remember that?
Oh, one of our old coworkers.
Anna.
Oh.
One of our old coworkers.
No, never mind. I'm thinking of, you did you dressed.
We had an old coworker that was a stripper.
You
in
had
Texas?
her dressed scantily clad, and there were pictures of it. And you had on what looked kind of like the light blue Dumb and Dumber suit. Kristen Flum. What was that for?
Well, it was prom.
Oh, but it was like an ugly prom, right? Because she's gorgeous, you're handsome, and it was hideous.
Yes.
Sorry, that's what I was thinking of.
No, that was just for a TV bit, not Halloween. No, because we all talked about our proms, and
then you made a
and
fake
we were supposed to,
prom photo,
like my buddy Chris Goodman. We showed his prom photo.
Yes. Okay. Sorry about that.
And I did my official prom photo, but then we threw Kristen in there, and I created this whole false narrative that she had to go with her uncle's buddy.
Yes, sure. Yeah. And it was you.
It was me.
Looking so frightening.
And I was older and, yes.
Yeah.
Hugged up on her and wearing a bad wig.
Oh, yeah. You love to see it.
No, I'm talking about who's the girl that her daughter and her ex, I guess the girl's dad, go to Derby every year. Thank you, Bridget. Anna Nicole Smith.
Oh.
Married the Texas
Danny
billionaire.
Burkhead.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I went as that one year.
Oh.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah. Well, we can't wait to see pics.
What's the most annoying nightmare?
I don't enjoy the falling thing
No.
because it always makes me wake up and I feel embarrassed. Like I'm embarrassed when that happens. You fall in a dream and then you wake up and you're like, ah! And then you're like, oh, it was just a dream. Why did I do that? It's so embarrassing.
Right.
I hate when I can't run in my dreams.
That is annoying. And sometimes I'm playing.
So annoying.
I'm still in high school playing basketball.
I'm always playing soccer and I cannot run, and the ball is right there.
And I'm so slow.
Yes.
What has happened to my speed?
Yes, that, and then of course any that have a lot of penises in them.
What?
What?
You have that annoying? Is that for me or you?
You. No, I was kidding. Don't they always say anytime you have a dream that's like, people always try to analyze dreams, and there's some that are like, oh, this one's erotic, so and so. So I was just trying to make a joke about that.
No, I do dream.
Fell flat.
And I've always had that. I forget to put on clothes and show up naked.
I never have those dreams. A lot of people have. They've shown up somewhere drunk, show up somewhere naked. I don't have that one. A lot of people do.
Yeah, I guess that's a.
And a lot of people have the ones where their teeth are falling out.
Yeah, I've had that one. I had that one recently.
Really? See, I haven't had that one. I have the falling one and the I can't run a lot. Mm-hmm. And then I also have one where I'll be mad at someone, but I can't do anything about it, and I'll be destroying things around me. It's really weird. I had that one last night. I don't know. I can't explain it.
You're just back like a rock star tearing up a hotel room?
Yeah. I don't know why. Wow. I'll randomly be like getting aggression out that way. I don't know. But it does nothing. And I'm also moving very slow. So I'm like, knocking over this face. I don't know what it does. And then I fall and I wake up.
Oh, you fall then?
Yeah, I fall in pretty much every dream.
I have hit the ground in my dream.
Oh.
I'm always told you don't hit the ground, but I have. It hurts.
Is there any specific weird dream that you can remember? My sister and I always refer to one of mine as the giant chocolate chip cookie. I stood on basically a surfboard that was actually a huge chocolate chip cookie down the moving handrails of an escalator, and I was standing on it. Mm-hmm. Not fast. Mm-hmm. It's like as if it was glued to the handrails, and I just rode on it.
You're riding those calories all the way down.
That's right. Rode them all the way down.
Well, I told you about the translucent bat
that
was attacking me in the bedroom, and I jumped up.
And you,
in real life, jumped up and threw the comforter over it, thinking I knocked it down, and then wake up in the middle of that going, what am I doing?
Were you embarrassed?
Yes.
Yes. Why is it so embarrassing? It's like I can't help it that my brain thrust my dreams into reality. Don't look at me.
Yeah. I was embarrassed because I was in the middle of class.
Oh, shoot. But you always sat with a comforter at your desk.
No, I've had the naked dream where it goes on, and all I'm trying to do is come up with ways to hide myself and try to blend in even though I'm naked.
No one will notice if I just am a great conversationalist.
Yeah, well, no, I'm grabbing books or...
Oh, like in a sitcom where a character's not pregnant, but the actor is, so that she's always holding a laundry basket.
Yeah, and
it's just a headshot.
And then, you got to go to the next class or whatever it is. And I'm like, oh, I can't believe this. How stupid am I? How do I not remember to wear clothes?
Mm-hmm. Why do I keep doing this?
Yeah, why do I keep doing this? All right. Anyway.
All right. Oh.
Well,
Charlie's like, wrap it up. You've got to take me out to potty.
I guess that's it.
Guys.
Thank you, Charlie. Again, thanks to our sponsor, Hiiiiii. They are located in Lexington. It is absolutely delicious. If you love Chinese food, you're going to love going there. 111 Woodland Avenue in Lexington, 40502 is the zip code for those guys. I don't know why I gave you that, but it
Send
may
them
be
a nice
necessary.
thank you for a delicious wonton
They've
soup.
got a fantastic happy hour. Lunch is from 11 to 2:30. Dinner from 4 to 9. They're closed on Mondays, but a beautiful patio. Enjoy the fall weather in downtown Lexington, and tell them Lee and Hayley sent you.
Absolutely, guys. Thanks so much for listening. New episodes drop every Thursday, and we certainly appreciate it. Send any questions, comments, queries, whatever to ideas@leeandhaley.com. Our home market for the televised Lee and Hayley show is Fox 56 in Lexington and Central Kentucky, where we air weekdays at noon. And then lastly, the end of my spiel, follow us on social media. Just search Lee and Hayley on your favorite platform.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
Bye.